Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 12 of Europa Universalis IV as Ming. Things actually aren't going all that badly. I'm quite pleased with the way things are working out. We are above 50 power projection, we've got 90 prestige, we're in positive stability, we've got no corruption, we've got more money than we know what to do with. Manpower's not all that bad. We have just burnt through quite a lot of our monarch points to increase the development in Beijing to get the spread of an institution, but we are 6 years ahead of time in all of our techs at the moment. We can also afford level 3 advisors across the board, even though we don't have level 3 advisors across the board, but we can afford them. I think I might sack this missionary strength guy just in the hope that we'll get a better rank 3 guy, maybe a tax modifier 1 or something like that. And I think we do really want to crank out some admin points. We're focusing a lot on Diplo at the moment. I think I'm actually going to focus on admin because we do have an admin idea group. We also have a military idea group, but we don't have as good a leader as we did with William. We have a rebellion down here. That's a little bit of a pain. I don't really have anybody down there, but we'll march down with this army. They will manage to siege it out in that time, which is unfortunate. So we will end up with some separatism. But the reason we took... The reason we took the admin idea group is because we took humanist, so that will help us deal with our religious unity issues. It'll also help us deal with our unrest issues as well. Speaking of religious unity, we are currently at 88%. I would like to work on the Vajrayana faith and maybe get that sort of harmonised, but that might take some time. So harmony is going up because of our positive stability. If we boosted positive stability up to 3, it would help even more. Now you've just fired up there. That's a little bit annoying. Let's go ahead and give you one of the leaders, so you can get over there and do that. We have managed to take a relatively decent amount of land, though, so I'm happy with that. Let's move you back somewhere more central. And again, they're probably going to get this before we have a chance to get there and stop them. Yep, so another 10 years of separatism in that province. I mean, we could go ahead and try and convert some of these Tengri provinces. 29 months. I mean, of course, we will end up losing a little bit of harmony for doing that again, though. So how's the institution? Because the thing is, we make that much money. The moment we get... the moment we actually get the institution in 2 provinces, we can then just go and probably spend the money to embrace it. I mean, we could try and build up another province. 0.58, 0.67. Yeah, we'll increase your development. Again, might seem like a bit of a waste of monarch points, but getting the spread higher is almost always worthwhile doing. So it's now 1.51 per month. It was expected in 1500, it's now expected in 1491. So we've just knocked 9 years off the length of time it's going to take to embrace that. So we'll wait on that one. Now then... if we were to embrace it, do we know roughly how much it would cost us? Probably an insane amount of money. Actually, not that much. I think we could easily afford it, to be honest. It's like most of the coring is done. We'll save on the monarch points for the time being, though. I don't really want to wait another 12 years. That's the problem. Don't really want to wait the 12 years. We'll see. Any more buildings we can get that would be useful to us? Not especially. Well, we've got a fair few years to wait. So let's go ahead and get all of the 0.07 tax buildings done. And we'll still probably have close to 4,000 ducats, if not more, by the time we actually get that, that institution spread. Now, do we want to untributize Korea and start getting ready to go and attack them? Do they actually have any alliances? They do not. But we do have the royal marriage, so we really need to wait for the royal marriage to go away before we do anything else anyway. We could go ahead and declare on Chagatai. They've got a little exclave over here that we could take from them. That does mean we can't then fabricate on this bit over here because we wouldn't be neighbouring them. I also want to try and take some stuff off Yarkand as well. We are working on Yarkand. We got discovered actually. Let's just quickly fabricate a claim before we get completely kicked out of there. So we've got our claim on Yarkand now. They don't have any alliances. So I'm reckoning we can just march in here with Yarkand and probably just ruffle stomp them. And then as for you guys, we can go ahead and start building a spy network here as well. So we could probably take a fair bit of land from them. Still got potential rebel factions that could pop up everywhere, but let's go ahead and do it. Let's move in here. We'll declare our war for conquest. Yep, no one's going to come in and help you. We are going to go and march straight in onto your capital. In fact, we'll march into here. Detach a siege. March into the next province. Detach a siege. And, oh no, you're going to stop us there, are you? Okay, well let's march into your capital then. So which way are you going to try and go? You're going to go down that way. That's fine. Because somewhere over here, we've got another army that can march in to stop you. You are going to move, hopefully somewhere where you're not getting stupid attrition. Let's move you down there. Where are you heading? Are you heading into this province or are you heading into Yarkand? Oh, artillery cost has just gone up. That's unfortunate. Right, you're just going to sit around in here for now. That's fine. Yeah, we'll soon have them cornered. They've only got 7k troops. So let's group you guys all up together. And you guys are going to come in from this side. And that's really going to put a dampener on their day, I would expect. Let's go and spend a few more points. I should have taken that cheaper development, really. But I didn't realise that I was going to be doing this one. It's this one that we were going for. It's maybe not all my admin points that I want to spend, because we are going to be coring again soon. But we've got it up to 1.93 per month now. We've knocked another year off it. I guess we'll just have to wait now, though. So, let's focus on this war instead. Not too sure where you guys are heading off to, but that's fine. Are you the siege guy? No, you're not, but you do have a cannon. So, every group has a cannon. So, we might try and grab as much of this as possible here. Can I actually find out which bit is technically China? One of these buttons used to be... See, that's Tibet, Bengal, North China, South China. So these are the only bits that count as China. No idea. Okay, we shall carry on. I mean, we could eventually integrate Mongolia. We probably will. But yeah, we definitely want to take the... Right, let's move in and get you guys sort of trapped and cornered so you can't do anything. We are fabricating over here. We're fabricating on Korea. Let's make sure that we get claims on Korea. So we'll go for a claim on... oh, we can't fabricate on them because they are a subject. They won't always be a subject, I doubt. But we need to wait for the royal marriage to break. Lose 10 prestige. That was unfortunate. Let's march in on you guys if we can. No, we can't because this fort's still stopping us. Soon as that fort falls, though, you're going to have some issues. You're going to very much have issues. Couldn't even get a wall breach. Potential rebel uprising. These are the calm separatists. You are going to pop in Gaze, most probably. Which is all the way down here. Do we have an army down here? We will do very shortly. So let's have you sitting there. Just got to wait on this siege. You're actually... Yeah, neither of these leaders have the siege ability. Was that a disease outbreak? Was that really a disease outbreak? Yes, it was. I think that's just so annoying. Status quo and then disease outbreak. So getting no progress done there at all. Utsang, you are my tributary. Of course you are. So this is probably going to be one that we need to pick on. Looks like it's big because it's got a couple of very big provinces here, but they've only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces. They're not that big. Looks like Lannar actually grew some as well. Plenty of places we can pick on though. We could even go to these guys and oh, we're all at war. When we're not at war, there's a few extra tributaries we could get, which could prove useful. So we're at 0% on this one. All these random people marching through and causing me more attrition than I need. How are we doing on tech? Because we're probably going to start falling behind now, especially as I've been spending so many points trying to develop provinces to get the institutions. But the plus side is once we get the institution, we won't have this 35% tech penalty and we'll be able to buy our tech all the cheaper. Right, now all of a sudden we can move in on you. We've done that conversion, so we'll now wait. So hopefully we're going to crush your army here and take your final province, or provinces, because you've got 2. Already at 99%. Did we just stack wipe you? No, you are moving away. Let's chase you down because you're just going to stop there because it's the only place you can go, really. They won't even get a reinforcement tick, so they get insta-squished. And then we move back there. We've already got 99%, but we'll make sure we get the 100. We'll see how safe it might be to full annex them. Let's move you guys out. Keep you somewhere fairly safe. I'm assuming we're going to end up with a lot of rebellion chance in this corner of the world once we take all of this land. So that is done. So let's quickly pause up and we basically, yeah, we just want to take it all if it's possible. It's only 62 war score. Take all of your money because you're not going to exist anymore. It still only looks like Oirat that would join the coalition. And as I said again, coalition of one isn't really a coalition. Let's go ahead and move you guys over somewhere to deal with rebellions. We've got a fair few cores to do there, which just pretty much cost us all of our admin points again. Our Emperor is now benevolent. Liberty desiring subjects -5. We don't really have many subjects. Can we actually get more tributaries going now? We have no free diplomats, so yep, you can be a tributary. We might pick on these little guys again later, but we don't need to do it straight away. And now, actually, because we have taken... let's make sure we get all the forts down, so we're actually making even more money. Now that we've actually managed to take this land over here, we can fabricate on Shagatai and grab this land from them as well. Don't know who these guys are because we can't see them. Could we get anybody else to be our tributary? Alliance actions. 10 people we could make our tributaries. Yeren, we want to keep attacking. Lannar, well, we're not directly attacking Lannar, so we'll have them be our tributary, possible. And we'll get most of these other ones where we can. Need to wait for diplomats to come back. So yeah, Yeren we want to just straight up attack later on. But everywhere else, we'll try and grab. What have we got here? Sale of titles. My lord, one of our advisors has suggested selling off titles of the nobility to anyone who can afford to pay. It could bring in lots of money and open a way for social advancement for the rich if we do, but it could devalue the idea of nobility and perhaps upset the existing aristocratic family should we do this. So we can gain a load of money or gain a stability. I'll just take the free stability gain. Put us up to +3. Very nice. So let's go ahead and work on Punjab, because we can always cancel these tributaries later on. Cancelling them basically gives us the gives us a 5-year truce. But a 5-year truce is nothing really. So there's a few at war here, which means they wouldn't accept. It's funny, they're supposed to be tributaries in offer for protection, but whenever someone declares war on one of our tributaries, we can't protect them because you can't, you don't get pulled into a war, even a defensive war, against your tributaries, which I find really strange. Yeah, Yeren would accept, but we're not going to offer it to Yeren right now. So that gives us some more tributaries. That should actually help here. Non-tributaries minus 0.09. It is going up. What's the next one that we actually get? Monthly autonomy change. That'd be very nice for us, actually. Quite look forward to getting that one. So you're no longer my tributary. You are at war with Senwi. We don't have a truce with you anymore. Which is interesting, because we've got a 20 stack down here. Could we go ahead and... No, we'd have to basically get a claim on you first. Well, that can certainly be arranged. Who have we got there? Chagatai. We want to fabricate a claim on Hami. Because we want to grab this land from you. I don't think you've got any troops over here at all. Where's your capital? Right there. Let's move you into the place where the fort is. So I'm going to break my lifetime habit here of saying that I don't like starting a war at the end of a video, because I'm about to do exactly that. How are we doing on tech? We are on military tech 7. They are on military tech 6, so we're still ahead of them. We've got no mission, no possible rivals, no missions we can choose. Let's go ahead. They've got no alliances. So we can declare a conquest war. Nobody will come in to help them. We'll just march straight onto their capital. So let's try and get in with you first. Building a good spy network up against Korea. We just can't do anything with it right now. So we'll move you into here. Did I not tell you to move into there? Did I balls that one up? What I actually wanted to do, and didn't, was keep one guy and just go and siege out these provinces behind me. Don't know where their army is, if indeed they even have one. We'll split you up and siege both of those out. Here comes Mongolia to help. Buriatia's opinion of Ming has changed by -60. Oh, well, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll leave this... In fact, no, we won't. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and just mothball all of the forts. And we'll just turn this one on. Just to sort of stop them sneaking in. That's what I wanted to check, what my overextension was. It's only 33%, that's not terrible. Okay, we have a rebellion, because of course we do. So let's march you in over there. At least you were sort of heading in the right direction at the right time. Now, I've got to be a little bit careful because I don't know where their armies are, and I could quite easily just accidentally march into them, which wouldn't be good. But it may still happen. We've almost got 6,000 ducats now. Have we managed to get any high value provinces where we could build anything? Yeah, there's a 230 there. We should go ahead and do that. We'll wait until the rest of the coring's done, and then we'll go ahead and have another look. We did win that fight against the rebels. Excellent. So we'll definitely grab these 2 provinces. As for this stuff, we might leave it for now. Take care of some of the rebellions. Cam separatists, Sarig Yagir separatists might still pop as well. So we've still got potential issues. Speaking of separatists, who's best to deal? Well, I guess you guys are closest. You're only 1 province away, so we'll dive in with you. Looks like a lot of them are all sort of popping around the same time. What Timurids? What do you guys think you're doing, jumping in here? That's probably why Chagatai had no army. The Timurids have probably already dealt with them. It seems that our tributary kingdom, Korea, has been offering support to political factions at our court in return for aid in their war against our other tributary, Senwi. This has harmed our relations towards our tributary and angers the Emperor greatly. Add 5 distrust towards Korea. Korea adds 5 distrust towards Ming. Well, as soon as the royal marriage is over, one way or another, we're going to cancel that. In fact, no, what we're going to do is we will deal with this first. Well, that's a colossal pain in the hoop. You guys go and deal with that one because it's nice and easy. We'll wait until we've got this one done over here. What I was going to say is I'm going to go ahead and cancel the tributary with Korea straight away because that'll give us a 5-year truce. Form an alliance with Korea. Why do I want to do that? Diplomatic reputation. I want to take Korea out, not form an alliance with them. Let's take the mission and cancel it, just so it recycles. But we need the royal marriage to break. Right, okay, let's get you guys in here. I think we've probably got enough in this war to take both of those provinces. And we'll take war reparations, and you don't have any money, so we'll go ahead and do that. So that's that war over. Then, of course, it gives us yet more provinces to core. We can go ahead and stand that down. It's unfortunate that we are going to lose both of those, which I knew was going to happen at that point. There wasn't an awful lot we could do about it. Let's go and march in over here. You see, I said I don't like starting a war at the end of a video, but we actually got the war completed before the video was over, so we will be ending the video soon. I'd just like to deal with these rebellions first. Now, unfortunately, we do have a crossing penalty here, and the AI is rolling back-to-back 9s, which is always what you want to see. Yep, we lost that one. Excellent. Right, let's give you our very best leader then, which is going to be you. Yeah, you're actually trying to move out, but we'll jump in there and grab you anyway. And we've won that. And what we're going to do, we're not even going to bother sieging this out. We're going to march straight down. It's the end of the year, so we'll get a reinforcement tick. And we'll just go and jump straight in on these guys. We are getting a bit of corruption now. That's probably due to overextension, and indeed it is. So we should win this one. We've got the maneuver, so we didn't get the crossing penalty. Actually getting some... Well, I was about to say we're getting some slightly better rolls, but that's not necessarily the case. And we have dealt with them. We are pretty much at the manpower cap, though, so that's not a bad thing. Yeah, I don't think I want to do any more conversions. We want to harmonise again, but it'll take some time. So we'll wait for the harmony to get up. We could invest in the next idea for the cheaper regiment cost, but I think we will wait because we want to take the tech. Bribes growing more accepted. What's the difference between an honest man and a fool? The fool doesn't know he's being swindled. So goes an increasingly common saying in Ming, the spirit of which is proven through a more sinister change in the social fabric. Bribes are beginning to be seen as a natural consequence of the market where any action carries a price. Those who refuse to take bribes are viewed as precisely what the saying suggests, fools. Worse than fools, since they are deliberately refusing money that could be theirs. The consequence of this cynicism is that any form of power truly corrupts, and no one who believes it is immune, not even the emperor. So we gain some more corruption, which we would have liked not to have had, but that is fine. Again, it is what it is. Those Sagugir separatists are probably going to pop soon. So let's make sure we've got an army up here somewhere ready to deal with that. Our diplomat has been found in Korea. I'm wondering, actually, in Korea, can we fabricate on them now? We can actually fabricate on them. Because even though we have a royal marriage, they're no longer my subject. So that gives me the instant ability to fabricate on them. See, they've even taken Jiangsu itself. So let's get a claim on Jiangsu. It's the last sort of claim that we can take there. Again, we still need the royal marriage to go away. One last thing before we end the video. Let's just have a quick look and see how those institutions are doing. We have it present. Yes, fantastic. So, if we were to go to the institutions, we're still not there yet. Only embraced in 2. I thought we only needed 2 provinces. We need it to be in 10%. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, there are... It is being embraced more in some of these other provinces. 0.6, 0.69. So we could do a tiny little bit of development here. So when is this telling me? 97. We can wait those 5 years. That should then be enough. At least I hope it is. I don't really want to keep spending monarch points to do the development. 7.7. Obviously, we're taking more land, so we really need to let that reset before we take any more. The levy. Officials have undertaken a project to expand the levy by importing and updating the local censuses. The reform promises to bring additional manpower to the Imperial Army and improve the province's future troop recruitment. Confucian administrators, however, would argue that leaving locals alone would likely increase the value of the province more in the long term. So we can gain 2 base manpower in any /all, or gain 1 base tax in any /all. Oh, that's a difficult one. What do we want? Do we want the tax or do we want the manpower? Well, I don't really have an awful lot that well, I guess if I go for the tax, we can just use it to increase the manpower anyway. But there again, yeah, well, either of them. 2 base manpower or 1 base tax. It's high development, isn't it? That's 2 development across the board. Doesn't look like it actually went up any. Or was that just a bug, a glitch in the tooltip? I assume when it says any all, means we get base manpower everywhere, but maybe it was just somewhere specific. Gain some core provinces, which probably slows down the institution even more. Nope, still about the same. Anyway, before I get too carried away with doing other stuff, we are going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Ming. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.